Hello and welcome to part 2 of 2025 Look Back. Unfortunately, Uttam Pradesh has ensured that Medusa is no longer with us on this stream slash recording because power चला गया है and उसका उसके फोन का बैटरी भी चला गया है.
उसके बैटरी का फोन चला गया.
वो से बैटरी उसका भी बैटरी चला गया शायद. But having said that, we are going to continue part 2 with Vimo and me. So yeah, before we get into that though, I wanted to give a shout out to the Citizen Magnerd Journal. If you haven't already gotten a copy of this, please get it. Citizen Magnerd Journal is my attempt to make better citizens. It is a productivity journal which has been designed to make you do things, little tasks every day in your daily life, which will make you a better citizen. So if you want, please get it. It is on bunchofmerch.com. Also, there is a club that I have started called You Are Not Alone Club. So this month, I will announce the date. I am going to do a Janta meeting with people who have got this, who have been doing this task, who have been having their own little adventures, and I'm going to discuss that with them. So that is a special bonus that you get if you get this. So yeah, without further ado, let us continue with 2025 Look Back. Okay, Vimo, we come to July. July May again. First thing, of course, is Jagdeep Dhankar resigned or disappeared. Let's put it that way. He just suddenly disappeared, and there was probably a connection with the earlier case of Justice Verma. Basically, he's the one who accepted the impeachment before he left. That was his last action, is what reports say. But more important than that, what happened was Bihar SIR was announced. SIR started during this month. You know SIR. Like I don't think I need to revise you about that. But just for the benefit of the audience, the election commission suddenly came out saying कि बिहार का voter list कचरा है and we need to do like an intensive revision of it. So BLOs were asked to go give enumeration forms to people, fill it, bring it back, take a photo, upload it, and then the election commission will decide whether that person deserves to be on the voter list or not. Basically, that was the whole exercise in short. Opposition challenged it, of course. There were a case that was filed in Supreme Court. There were hearings. वो hearing अभी भी चल रहा है. कोई decision आ ही नहीं रहा है उस पे. And yeah, the vote chori fears intensified.
They have started doing it in other states also.
Yeah, they have. Now, phase 1 already complete हो गया है उत्तर प्रदेश का. They extended it twice. And
करोड़ों लोगों को निकाल दिया गया.
करोड़ों लोगों को निकाल दिया. I think overall now the count is some 7 crore. I'm not sure. Chat can correct me. Overall, all states included, it is some 7 crore voters have been removed from the lists. Yeah, Vimo.
So, agar like if Bihar's voter list had a lot of people who were not legitimate voters, and Nitish Kumar, their ally, is in power. Did he come to power with those votes also counted in his tally? This is the main question, right?
Yeah.
Because whenever these guys try to, like, they've done this a few times, right? In multiple versions. CAA was one example of it. NRCCA was one example of it. Where in a system where people choose who's going to be who's going to govern, the person who is governing is trying to decide who is going to be the people. Right? So they're trying to do this. They've tried to do this multiple times. And obviously, it's a very transparent game. And it would be visible in any country other than our country, where the people who are in charge of looking at these matters have decided to, take a nap, apparently.
Take a nap or actually actively let it happen?
I'm not talking about, I was talking about the media.
The media. Oh, the media. Yeah.
Supreme Court, etc. So, definitely, I agree with you.
One of the things I was thinking about this is that, is this too complicated to understand? Because
no, it is not.
It's not, right?
Yeah.
Because one of the things I was talking to someone recently only about why the media did not cover let's say this whole exercise which is there, I feel like there were a few standout independent media houses that did a very good job of it, which is News Laundry and Reporters Collective, two of them specifically. And they are working on a shoestring budget, and they are doing such intensive, in-depth research and report of Bihar SIR, sending people on the ground and fact checking
Yeah.
also all the things. The media did jack shit about this, by the way. Like, I mean, compared to that,
Yeah.
and what the media is covering, media is completely, like TV media specifically, but Godi media is completely silent about SIR or whatever. जो भी reporting था कुछ कुछ newspapers में आ रहा है, like Hindu, Indian Express, even Times of India did some reporting on this. But yeah, you're right. I mean, election commission का तो क्या ही बोले. That is, I think this 2026 is the year that
25.
2025 is the year that elections went to the dogs. Or
Did
election.
vote chori allegations happen before SIR or after
No,
SIR?
see, that is the fascinating thing, because I'm going to August immediately because it's connected. The biggest event that happened in August, of course, was the vote chori press conference. Which Rahul Gandhi did, and he did this amazing presentation, which everybody watched but nobody covered.
Yeah.
Again, and that kind of I don't know. Like I got some hope out of it. I don't know
I
about
got so
anybody
much
else.
hope that in my year of disconnection, I made 2 reels about it. Sorry, 2 shorts about it.
Yeah. So you also came out of your
Yeah. मतलब वो इतना ज़्यादा hard hitting था, like इसके बाद और क्या बाकी है बताओ? Like literally,
seriously.
there is no reason for these people to give a shit about what you want, about the air you breathe, the water you drink, the schools you go to, the police, the roads, anything. They don't need to do anything for you anymore if they take away your right to vote.
Yeah.
And you're still okay with it because apparently this is a nation of things that I will not say because I like Meghnad and I don't want his channel to get demonetized.
Also, chat is pointing out another person who did great coverage was Ajit Anjum of SIR.
That goes without saying.
Yeah, Ajit Anjum did a very good coverage of it also. Also, by the way, if you remember, Rahul Gandhi ने जब press conference किया, and I mean I was also covering it honestly, and what I realized is that the leader of opposition is pointing out that there are massive errors in the voter list, right? And again, this happened after the SIR was announced. So I was wondering now, looking at this sequence of events, कि इलेक्शन कमीशन को पता चल गया होगा कि कोई बॉम्ब आने वाला है, because he was saying this, he was teasing this for a while, and that is when they immediately pulled the trigger, and that might be the reason why they hurried this up. And another theory which I have been...
So they kept asking him to, like, you know, affidavit डाल. अबे leader of opposition press conference करके बोल रहा है कि वोटों की चोरी हुई है, evidence दिखा रहा है. नहीं, हम तो मतलब खैर.
Yeah.
क्या बताएं?
And also, do you remember another thing? Affidavit डाल वो तो obviously था. The election commission did a press conference right after that, no? Like Ganesh Gaslighter did a press conference, and he did it on
He
SIR.
tried to talk like Amit Shah but failed.
Yeah, and साझा करनी चाहिए क्या, and all the things. Like, yeah.
करना होगा.
Yeah, that is I think one of the according to me in 2026 that was the biggest event.
Saddest,
The saddest, the biggest, the most significant event, which is Rahul Gandhi's press conference and the subsequent press conference that was done by the election commission also. Oh, and Anurag Thakur came in and gave more evidence of vote chori for some reason. There was another bizarre thing that happened. But August में एक और चीज हुआ. Trump put in 50% tariffs on India. And he said that Russian oil is being bought by India, which is funding Putin's war machine. So we are being punished now. And he put in 50% tariff. And that affected around $87 billion export market. And it continues. It's not stopped. So...
अभी तो वो टैरिफ का रेट बढ़ के और भी बढ़ गया ना. आई थिंक मोस्ट रिसेंटली आई हर्ड समथिंग लाइक
Yes.
500%.
So today there was a report saying
आज का,
that
हाँ.
Trump has approved a bill which lets him raise the tariffs to 500% to
Yeah.
punish people who are supporting Russia or buying things from Russia, especially petroleum and uranium.
Yeah, yeah.
So both of those things.
बाय द
So
वे इसका बहुत बुरा प्रभाव अमेरिका के ऊपर भी पड़ रहा है. बट क्लियरली ट्रम्प इज समवन हु केयर्स अबाउट वेरी लिटिल अदर देन मुझे बुरा लगा.
but
He's-
dude, you do realize he invaded Venezuela for that very reason, right?
Yeah,
वहां
yeah.
से oil निकालेगा अभी,
हम्म.
and he will basically make oil cheaper maybe for Americans, and यहाँ पे सबकी लगा रहा है वो. I think he's going to force us to buy oil from America via, so Venezuelan oil via America will be bought by us or some shit he will
And
do.
once again, this is a guy who created a department of government efficiency in his country.
Yes.
And put Elon Musk in charge of it. वेनेजुएला से तेल लो, पर हमसे लो, हमारे थ्रू लो, और रशिया से बचते हुए लो, और साथ ही साथ गुड्स के ऊपर टैरिफ पे करो 500%.
Yeah,
मैंने कितने
500%.
कितने अमेरिकन के वीडियो देखे जिनके बिजनेसेस बर्बाद हो गए ओवरनाइट, एंड ट्रम्प डजंट केयर.
Yeah, he doesn't care. But also, like, where is this going, honestly? Like, is there an end game here? I think it's worth asking this, right?
I think the end game is in the area that I have been covering this year, which is AI. But it's something that will become apparent, more clear, hopefully this year or in 20. ये क्या है 6 है ना 27.
What do you
what is
mean,
happening?
like AI?
I
How
think
is
the
it?
end game is ये लोग जितना पैसा इस समय यूएस इकोनॉमी का एक बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा AI के ऊपर प्रॉफर्ड है, right? And most of that money is going into building chips and building data centers.
Right.
डेटा सेंटर्स के खिलाफ अमेरिका में अक्रॉस पार्टी लाइंस ऑपोजिशन है. रिपब्लिकन्स हेट इट, डेमोक्रेट्स हेट इट, एवरीवन इन द मिडल हेट्स इट बिकॉज इट्स really bad for small communities and environment and everything.
Yep.
And also the AI tools that were promised was, like, I was saying this to a friend of mine a couple of days ago, where AI was created with unethical practices. But suppose you don't care about it. Suppose you are like, okay, मैं वीडियो बना रहा हूँ, इमेज बना रहा हूँ, मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ठीक है, तुम्हें AI से जो मिल रहा है, is it worth the price? And I'm not talking about जो $20 देते हो चैट जीपीटी को, because the price is the destruction of Earth's environment to a degree that is unprecedented in the history of industrial, damage. Sam Altman चैट जीपीटी को प्रमोट करते हुए कुछ सालों पहले तक बोला था GPT-5 तो मतलब बर्बाद कर देगा, इट विल बी स्मार्टर देन PhD स्टूडेंट, घंटा कर रहे हो.
Yeah.
वो ये बोल रहा था कि चैट GPT-7 आएगा और एट दैट पॉइंट इट विल बी केपेबल ऑफ डूइंग व्हाट द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ अमेरिका डज. वो नहीं होने वाला. AGI दूर दूर तक नहीं दिख रहा है. ये साबित हो गया है डेटा के साथ कि LLMs आर इनकेपेबल ऑफ अचीविंग दैट लेवल ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी, राइट? That this is just a gibberish creating machine, which is creating patterns that humans are unable to distinguish from actual intelligence.
Right.
Then there is the massive incestuous relationship between Nvidia, OpenAI, etc.
They're feeding each other money and raising each other's value. Yeah.
And वो इतना बड़ा एक इकोनॉमिक बबल बना चुके हैं जो कि दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा बबल है. आज तक ऐसा बबल कभी बना नहीं है. और इस बबल को बनाने के पीछे पर्पस क्या है? बिकॉज ये जो बड़े वाले लोग हैं ना, पीटर थील वगैरह के लेवल पे लोग हैं, इट इज आई एम नॉट इवन बिलीविंग माई ओन माउथ व्हेन आई से दीज वर्ड्स. दीज गाइज रियली, एक्चुअली, लिटरली वांट टू डिस्ट्रॉय द वर्ल्ड. They want to destroy the world and create a dystopia where they live in their bunkers, because business has stopped mattering. So many businesses have gone out of business because of these business decisions. They are overtaking America. They are turning America into an autocracy even more than what it was earlier.
Yeah.
And they are creating a situation where every other country has to follow America into that hellhole only.
Yep.
And this is being done by people who, like, तुमने कल परसों तुम किसी दीपेंद्र गोयल की बात कर रहे थे ना. एक दीपेंद्र गोयल मल्टीप्लाई हिम बाय 2 million. उतना अमीर लोग उस टाइप की डिस्कनेक्शन में रह रहे हैं.
That's true.
They are treating this AI shit as truly, genuinely, और मैं exaggerate नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं metaphorically नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. They are genuinely treating it like a religion of the future, where this thing will control everything and govern everything and everyone will live under it. They're delusional. I think that is the end
Did
game.
you see that documentary that Google DeepMind released?
Which one?
You should watch it. It's actually one of the biggest now most watched videos of 2025 or something, which is like millions of views, 267 million or something. It's basically the story of Demis Hassabis, who founded DeepMind. Then Peter Thiel is the one who funded him first.
Yeah.
Then Google bought DeepMind, and that's the AI that beat Lee Sedol for the game Go, right?
Okay.
And that
Okay.
was thought that AI will never be able to beat anyone at Go because Go is a very intuitive game. And turns out that even Lee Sedol said that the way the AI played, even he thought that was not possible. That, like some of the moves that it did, he learned from it. And then they went on to play StarCraft and Dota and all these things. So it's a documentary on that. It's very interesting what you say because in that documentary they talk about how this Demis and his team created DeepMind, but they didn't create it to create chatbots. They created it to solve the protein folding problem. They created it to solve the fusion reactor problem. They created it to solve the cancer problem, the biological, very difficult questions that humans were not able to answer. And in his past interviews, Demis has been saying this, in so many words only, that chatbots was not something he was expecting. So there is chatbot AI and there is this DeepMind AI, which I think needs to be separated a little bit. I don't know, because that is the sense I'm getting now, which is like DeepMind and whatever they are doing. They are creating tools with a specific intention. Like, AI will be used for that very specific purpose.
Yeah.
The training data, etc., is also about that. I don't know, but I think 2026 is going to be like a very pivotal year when it
मुझे
comes
लगता
to.
है 2026 में AI को लेकर disillusionment और बढ़ेगा. Politicians all over the world are going to realize that people really don't want it, and if they want to continue supporting AI businesses, they are going to have to make a choice between the dollars that they're getting from those big businesses, or just election system को हटा दो ताकि लोगों के disapproval का फर्क ना पड़े.
Yeah.
ये अमेरिका में जब होगा उसका रेपरकशन हर जगह देखने को मिलेगा. हम लोग ऑलरेडी एक कगार पर हैं. उस कगार के उस पार हम भी पुश हो जाएंगे, not because of AI but because of other factors that are standing next to it. मतलब वो एक डोमिनो गिरेगा तो बहुत सारे डोमिनो गिरने वाले हैं.
Listen, I just came out of this one very traumatic thing that I saw online. Again, freaking Twitter. Grok is being used to undress women now.
Yeah. Why do
And
you-
most of the screenshots are Indians, by the way.
Yeah.
Like a series of Indians का screenshots आ रहा है कि Grok undress this person, that person. I'm like, oh my god.
वो तो खैर your video about Indians pretending to be racist against themselves, उसी का
Yeah.
कोई अपना फोटो उठा के अपना नंगा करके व्हाइट लोगों को खुश कर रहा है ताकि उसको ट्विटर से पैसे मिले.
I think this is also the period, which is now I'm coming to September. This is also the period where the hate against India, I think, at least online, has peaked. And it continues to peak. I think September is that year when people started realizing something is off. So events that happened in September. First is there was another stampede in Tamil Nadu this time. Vijay, who is TVK, he did a rally. 41 people died. Supreme Court, by the way, I was checking what happened with this. Supreme Court ordered a CBI probe. Tamil Nadu government objected against it, saying the state is autonomous. Then CBI has summoned Vijay and the hearing is next week. The interrogation is next week. So we will see what happens there. But again, year of the stampede, wahan pe bhi hua. This is a political rally where it happened. And the second event that happened was the Ladakh violence. 4 people were killed, 60 people were injured because there was firing, and Sonam Wangchuk was arrested. It's been more than 100 days now. He's still in jail. It became so bad that his wife didn't know which jail he was in, so she had to do a habeas corpus in Supreme Court, and then, oh my god. Anyway, thoughts.
सोनम वांगचुक का अरेस्ट होना, like, it's sad, but it was almost inevitable given all that we know about this government and their way of doing things. it was surprising to me that he had not been arrested till now. They were inevitably going to do it. Obviously, it's a bad and sad thing, but I hate myself that something this bad now fails to surprise me.
No, true. And also, the thing is, the most bizarre thing that I have seen, probably, like, I still think about it sometimes. I saw Bhakts essentially saying that a movie, which is Three Idiots, which came out in 2009, which was loosely based on Sonam Wangchuk, was an attempt to destabilize India in 2025. They were for फ्रिक्किन माइंड ब्लोन हो गया मेरा. मैं कभी कभी सडनली उठता हूँ सुबह और सोचता हूँ इसके बारे में कि क्या क्या मतलब व्हाट. एंड आई सॉ मल्टीपल ट्वीट्स लाइक दिस बाय द वे.
Attention economy. These tweets were designed to make your mind blow with disbelief that people can be this stupid.
I don't think so, Vibho. I don't think so.
Serious?
I don't think there is any deep thought going on here. I'm sorry, but ऐसे कोई deep thought करके ऐसे डिजाइन नहीं किया था ये बस जो दिमाग में पहला weird thought आया वो पेल दिया. That's what happened here.
Listen, I'm willing to accept that does happen, but if that happens, it comes from a few people. If it's an organized, institutionalized thing where people are making a hashtag trend saying Three Idiots was a conspiracy, then it's definitely someone thinking, what outrageous thing can I put out that will keep people talking for 4 hours so that they don't talk about Pahalgam?
Sure, distraction करेंगे basically.
Yeah. A lot of it is distraction. I'm not saying I have data to say that गांधीनगर में बैठ के कोई IT center में बैठ के ये लिखा था किसी ने, but it has happened for long enough and intensely enough that we can come to the conclusion that most of this bullshit is designed to be distractions.
यहाँ पे 2 points, sorry. One is Suman is saying, correction, men are using grok to undress women. Good point. Second, Clarissa is saying, Sonam Wangchuk's arrest finally flipped some of my centrist liberal colleagues. Do you think that it had that effect?
Because Sonam Wangchuk's appeal was that he was peaceful, etc., and that really appeals to liberals who was like, नहीं oppose करो पर शांति से करो.
Yes.
शांति से oppose करने पे भी अरेस्ट हो रहा आदमी तो तुम्हारा माइंड obviously थोड़ा बहुत तो affect होगा ही ना.
Yeah, and also it was weird because I looked up like Sonam Wangchuk. I've been loosely following what he did. One is he did this tent thing for the army, which is like he built like thermal tents for the army, and they actually gave a contract to his people to make more of those. But the second thing, he did this whole glacier thing. Did you see like renewable water source mechanism that he built with his students in Leh, which is like water scarce places where there is this fountain of water that comes out and freezes. And it becomes like this mountain of ice. And then when the temperature goes lower, it melts to, supply water to the region. And there are like these ice mountains literally that they are creating with these devices.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. Like we were talking about the water problems in hilly areas like Shimla, right?
Yeah.
You use what you have. And it's a very, that's engineering thinking. That's very good. Yeah.
It's very, very good. It's called, I think, the ice stupas or something, which is, and I saw that and I was like, this guy doesn't deserve to be in jail, man. Like, I mean, कुछ भी बोलो.
By the time he leaves jail, I think jail के अंदर AQI का प्रभाव नहीं पड़ रहा होगा. वहाँ पे कुछ करके आएगा. And the jail people are like, इसको नहीं जाने दो, यहीं पे छोड़ दो. हमारा सब कुछ काम कर रहा है.
Yeah. But unfortunate, like Sonam Wangchuk is still in jail. The progress of this case is no progress. Like the last I heard, there was a habeas corpus notice that was filed, and the court basically said that he's somewhere in Rajasthan or somewhere. I don't know exactly, but yeah. Okay, coming to
Umar Khalid को अब तक नहीं छोड़ा Sonam Wangchuk तो अभी.
Yes, Umar Khalid का. Again, like Umar Khalid ka abhi aaya na, which is like he's not going to appeal for another year now. He's not allowed to appeal for bail for another year. Him and Sharjil Imam. It's like, I have never read anything like this before, by the way. It's just, it blows your mind.
तुमने कुछ किया नहीं है, तुम्हारे ऊपर केस हुआ नहीं है, तुमको ट्रायल मिला नहीं है, तुमको जेल में डाला है, पर जेल से निकलने की तुम कोशिश भी नहीं कर सकते.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
World's largest democracy.
yeah, actually, what I should have done also now in hindsight is I should have also told you how many times Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh ji Insan got parole last year.
I've heard it was like 28 or something, right?
Yeah. Now he's got another the same day that Umar Khalid का bail deny हुआ, इस आदमी को 40 दिन का और parole मिल गया.
Yeah.
So
ये वो जो you saying Wednesday, right? The Nasruddin Shah thing.
what?
The movie Wednesday.
Yes.
Wednesday. उसमें उसने बोला था ना कि ये लोग तुमसे क्या कह रहे हैं कि हम तो ऐसे ही करेंगे, तुम क्या कर लोगे?
Yeah.
Right? This is that only.
Also, I read another thing which was very interesting. You remember there was this guy, these two people who came out and shot, like at least in the air during the protests, the CAA riots / protests that were happening. Did you know they got bail in 4 days?
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will never forget those few days because they wrecked my mental health for the rest of my life. I will never recover from that. I was tracking it very closely. I remember what happened. I remember when they came out of jail, there were people wearing with garlands for them.
Yeah. I remember that also. But horrible. Where are we, honestly, as a society and as a country?
We are in 2026.
Thanks.
Right now, except like, you are in a car and you're lost and you are in the dark and you step out and you ask yourself, where am I? And that question has 4 or 5 meanings that you will never find the answer to, but you can be sure that you're standing on the ground. Right now, I have lost the ability to process all this on an emotional level or, supposedly spiritual level. All I have is an understanding of where I am physically.
That's actually a very good way to look at it also, because I think it becomes extremely overwhelming otherwise.
Yeah. That's what news anchors do, right? News reporters do. News reporters, doctors, whose job it is to deal with trauma on a daily level, they kind of disconnect. I was recently, so there's a short story collection that came out some time ago called Between Worlds. It's a collection of short stories by, it's Indian science fiction. There is a doctor who limits his engagement with people so that he may not get hurt, because if he gets hurt, he at least partially loses his ability to do what he does.
Okay.
Like, it is very hard to be objective about his profession if he's feeling intense emotions all the time, which he will if he connects with his patients, right?
Yeah.
So people in certain professions, they develop defense mechanisms.
It's
And since
interesting.
you and I are kind of sort of professionally associated with this, I think it is natural that we become somewhat
Desensitized?
desensitized. Yeah.
Interesting you mentioned reporters, because when I was doing ground reporting, I just suddenly realized I was doing that, because I didn't like consciously think about this. Because so for example, during West Bengal elections, I remember we were investigating this one case where a reporter, there was some clash that happened on a polling booth, and then one party was saying यहाँ पे ballot box चुरा रहे, मतलब EVM में घपला हो रहा है, whatever. So we went to investigate that, and that was an entirely one day of trauma for me, because there were like two warring groups who were coming at each other. There was like other things that are happening, and turns out it was just one drunk guy who by mistake brushed his hand on a woman, and that became like a huge thing, and the man had to run away also after that. बहुत बवाल हुआ वहाँ पे. But what I realize now is that I had no idea what was happening other than that one very location, that one tiny ass village where this was happening. I had no idea what was happening around. I was not thinking about like the larger consequences or whatever. I was just looking at these people as, okay, so this is one group, this is one group. These are the characters in the story, and this is how they are sort of dealing with this situation, and I need to report it. Can we do that in 2026 more and more?
Do what exactly?
This which you just described, which is disconnect and just be focused on what we are doing.
It's not a good thing though. That is like every time I get desensitized, I also feel bad. Like, I should care more. But
how though? How will you?
Yeah.
Do you have the capacity?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if there is like if this is a hard drive and there is a certain amount of emotional labor that I can make to connect with the world, I think that of the three of us, Medusa is the most affected by this on
Yes.
account of the fact that she engages very intensely. And I was also engaging very intensely until the end of 2024, at which point of time, literally, my hard drive ka space khatam ho gaya. Like emotionally, I, I, I think it is right to describe it as a collapse. It just collapsed. And I
Burnout.
realize right now that this may be part of their plan कि हमको इतना overload कर दें कि हम shut down कर जाएं. Like, look at this damn year. Look at the year that we are talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think that there are decades in the history of a country where this much sad and bad shit happens and people still remain in power and boast about being popular.
That's very true. Like, I mean, when I was thinking of like 2024, I was thinking of 2023. This year particularly seems extremely intense. Like event wise, when I'm going through this list, you will also realize this. And to the janta who were coming here thinking that this is going to be a happy episode, no, the whole idea of this show is to process the bad things that are happening around us also, and trying to make sense of what is going on. I mean, 2025 was very senseless, according to me, because in October, I'll come to October now. There is another event that happened, which I think I also like switched off because of this one. The MP cough syrup poisoning. It happened in Madhya Pradesh.
It was October.
Huh?
It feels like much older.
I also felt it was much older,
It
but
feels like it's been,
this is October.
Our perception of time has also been affected.
Yeah. 20 kids lost their lives because of this diethylene glycol contamination. Manufacturer was arrested. But what happened after that was CM Mohan Yadav's remark where he first refused to answer any question. And then he's like, हाँ ये कल की बात है छोड़ दो. Why are you bringing it up again? I feel like this was one event which showed how cruel people can be with their responses and their insensitivity, especially the people in power. Because
Also, with their understanding that they don't need to anymore. Like, what's going to happen? He's going to say that kids deserve to die, and then he's not going to get votes. No, he's going to get votes
yeah,
because of vote chori.
yeah, also, but also I think the idea of desensitization which you're talking about is that I don't think they want us to remember all of this. They don't want us to remember these particular incidents, because honestly, like when I read the news, I was very emotionally devastated when I read reports of this. I refused to cover it on my channel, honestly, because I was like, I tried to do one video, and in 3 minutes I started crying. Because I was like, what is happening? But it was so cruel what was happening there. I don't think I can still handle it emotionally. Whenever I'm thinking about it, I still feel so raw, and which makes me think, ki, why are the people in power not having the same reaction? Or are they not supposed to? What is going on?
I wish I had an answer.
I don't think anybody has that answer. Saransh is saying that week was the longest year ever for me. I agree. I absolutely agree. There was also an
It
incident
does feel like year.
Yeah, it does.
That's why I said, मतलब लग रहा है बहुत time हो गया. Like we've been living that shit for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, by the way, Clarissa is pointing out there was another incident where 70 kids died due to cough syrup manufactured by Maiden Pharma in Africa with same kind of contamination. So there was some connections there also. Okay, I'm moving on from this. Or do you have anything to say?
No, we can move.
Okay.
The less time I spend on this particular topic, the better.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to talk about also. November. Not that November was any better, but the Red Fort bomb blast. Do you remember that? That also happened. There was a blast literally in Delhi.
Yeah, I remember.
Again, like it took you a while to remember.
Yeah, it did.
Which is so wild to me, because what happened is on November 10th, which is my birthday. And it is 13 people were killed because there was a blast in Red Fort, right in front of Red Fort. 20 people were injured. It was alleged that Jaish-e-Mohammed was behind this, and the attack took place a few months after Operation Sindoor. The weirdest thing was the Indian government refused to accept it as a terrorist attack. There was not a single statement which said that this was a terrorist attack because, also to remind people, Operation Sindoor has changed our doctrine, our foreign policy doctrine, to say that every attack that happens, every terrorist attack that happens, will be considered an act of war, and there will be response as a result, which like Operation Sindoor. And because this attack actually happened in November, and there was no response, they just decided not to talk about it at all, which blew my mind.
Yeah. I remember being surprised कि instantly पाकिस्तान के ऊपर मतलब ये क्यों नहीं हुआ है. अब normally कुछ भी होता है तो पाकिस्तान को इसका जवाब मिलेगा शुरू हो जाता है. इस वक्त ऑलमोस्ट 24 घंटे तक कुछ नहीं किया लोगों ने.
कुछ नहीं किया, उसके बाद भी
कुछ
कुछ नहीं
बोला भी
किया.
नहीं. हाँ.
Yeah, even our Godi media was weirdly silent about this.
Was this before or after Hiren Joshi?
Before.
Before, right?
Before. हिरेन जोशी तो अभी दिसंबर में हुआ. नवंबर में again नवंबर में this blast happened, but it's so weird, no? Which is like just a few months before, Godi media was going all full on about the Pahalgam attack and how people were killed and all the things. Capital में blast हुआ. And it was just disappeared. I don't get it.
So many things disappeared.
So many things before disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, also Breton Maps is pointing out that this was also Bihar election time.
हाँ तो ये लोग दिल्ली में थे भी नहीं. I remember at least one press conference where someone pointed out where is the home minister.
Yeah, it was a day before the Bihar elections.
And
That's
then he
what
went there and
yeah,
checked and stuff.
yeah, he was there. He was doing more important things clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. So basically, Bihar elections took precedence over a literal terrorist attack in the capital. That is what happened in November. Congratulations.
Yeah, Delhi people are happy that they voted for the BJP. No, I genuinely mean it.
Yeah. This year was also drama around this time, same time actually, which was the Chhat Puja drama, remember? Where there was an artificial pond that was built by the chief minister so that PM will come and take photos, and PM never showed up. So usko bhi pata chal gaya. Like I think
on a related note, or maybe a disconnected note, I also wonder, or I'm reasonably certain that Rekha Gupta, right?
Yeah.
Rekha Gupta is not as stupid as she seems. All these gaps are distractions. So whenever she says something and the media picks up, oh इसने क्या बोल दिया, इतना बेवकूफ कोई कितना हो सकता है? बेवकूफ तुम हो, क्योंकि तुम्हें लगता है कि उसने वो गलती से बोला है.
गलती से नहीं, but again, see, Vimo,
the pond thing was a genuine mistake. I agree. पर आजकल वो जो बोल रही है ना, हर रोज ऑलमोस्ट कुछ ना कुछ अजीब निकल रहा है उनके मुंह से.
हाँ, AQI, temperature, all the things.
I am pretty sure. I can't obviously be 100% sure, but I am certain that somebody over there has realized that this is a good thing we can do. If people are focused on stupid things being said by her, we can just say more stupid things and they will not talk about that thing. Because every minute you spend thinking or talking about ये stupid thing बोला, वो stupid thing बोला, you're not talking about Sonam Wangchuk or Pahalgam or etc.
That's true, but I still don't want to.
Yeah, it's okay if you disagree with me on this. This is
I disagree
I have
in the
no
sense.
data for.
No, disagree because of Occam's razor, which is like the simplest explanation is the most likely. What I think is happening is that I think the way she speaks, the way she gives statements, etc., is a function of the media wanting more of those because those clips go viral, and her thinking that it will go viral, तो वो कुछ भी बक देंगे because there is no accountability there, right? Like there is no one around her who is like telling her कि मैम आप ये क्या बोल रहे हो, या फिर please don't say this, or please don't, or think about things before you say things. There is nothing. There is no filter. She also, I think, is in that place, put in that place because she's so unfiltered.
So like Kangana Ranaut, you mean?
Yeah, Kangana Ranaut can be a good example of this, or Anurag Thakur can be a good example of this.
But since you mentioned Occam's razor, let me ask you this: what is more likely? The chief minister of Delhi is saying silly things on a daily basis, and as a result, diverting attention away from issues that need to be talked about. Or the BJP understands how the attention economy works and is making things happen or having things said that cause this to hijack the entire media news day.
I think the first,
You think the first is more likely?
more likely.
I think the second is more likely.
I'll tell
It's
you
okay.
why.
It's okay to disagree over
No,
this.
no, absolutely. But I'll tell you why, right? Sometimes because I keep going back to my experience working with MPs and people in power also, because whenever I have to think about these things, I think about what would I do in that situation, and my boss was saying things like this, which has happened multiple times, honestly, with me also, right? The thing that happens, I've realized, is that politicians love attention. Whether it's good or bad doesn't matter, as long as they're in the news, they want to do things. Whenever they're in the news, whether it's like if the news jo bhi hai, matlab like news mein, because the worst thing that can happen to you as a politician is that you're ignored. And I feel like
Yes.
there have been specifically people chosen by the BJP who are very good at grabbing attention, but because they don't really put too much thought into what they're saying, if that makes sense. Like mufat bolte hai na, mufat. Those are the kind of people that they have specifically put in power. So maybe on some level BJP does understand what you are saying, the second part,
But
right?
this is more like a situation where the BJP is not actually making Rekha Gupta say that exact thing on every day, but they have put Rekha Gupta as an automatic mechanism which generates
So
silliness
they
on a
don't
daily
stop
basis.
her. They don't stop her. They don't discipline her. They don't like come in to say ki ye mat karna, wo mat karna. She's just let loose. I think
Okay.
that is their thing, right? And that is their same strategy with mobs, for example, right? Which is like
Yeah,
Bajrang Dal,
yeah.
VHP, etc. They don't we will come to December now, because those are one of the few incidents which you should talk about. First is the Christmas attacks. I feel like that was very significant, right? Which is there were multiple cases of Bajrang Dal and VHP people going around and breaking trees, Xmas trees, and kicking Santa in the face. There was this one clip I saw which is like they literally thought that Sant Claus को हम मार रहे हैं. उनका जो संत है उसका नाम क्लॉस है और हम उसको लात मार.
Well, it did start with Saint Nicholas, so
I mean, yeah. संत,
Yeah.
उनका संत हमारे यहाँ पे क्यों है, ऐसे कुछ whatever nonsense. But I was coming to the mobs. I feel like one of the things that they don't do is stop them. Right? I feel like if so what happens is, if anyone in the administration actually goes out and stops this, that is when they face the consequences. So BJP is not actively stopping them, but anybody who dares to stop them, they will immediately make that hurdle go away, right? And parallelly, Modi ji will go and do like mass करने जा रहे हैं Christmas के time पे, so that he can be above it all. So both of the things can be possible at the same time. Yeah.
Also, there was this international coverage of this attack on
Yes.
Christmas, which was kind of like, I don't know if it did, but there was talk of this backfiring against Modi, which I think Modi वाला ट्रम्प तो वैसे भी मेरे पीछे पड़ा, इससे और ज्यादा क्या हो जाएगा.
That's
पता चला वो अगली बार ट्रम्प के पास जाता है तो ट्रम्प उसको पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन दिखाता कि ये देखो ये हो रहा है तुम्हारे देश में,
yeah.
और फिर वो वापस आएगा, कुछ लोगों को अरेस्ट करेगा वगैरह वगैरह.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, terrible stuff.
Akhilesh is saying it is to distract from other things stupid people say, so that they sound smart compared to her. ये अलग ही लेवल पे चल रहा है कुछ तो.
There's an atheist YouTuber called Pale Blue Thoughts
Yes.
who made a video about, like, he was like, the point of being opposed to, like, if you're making content that says okay, religion is hurting people, and we want to stop it, you're not only saying religion is hurting people who don't believe in religion. एक religion के लोग दूसरे religion के लोग को ज़्यादा hurt करते हैं. Like if you just
Yeah.
make a list of people who have been hurt by religion, most of them will be from a religious background.
Yeah.
Right? सो ये जो जाके चर्च में अटैक करे थे, इतना गुस्से से भरा, इतना पावरफुल वीडियो बनाया उसने. आई शेयर्ड इट. आई सेंड यू द लिंक, मे बी यू कैन शेयर इट ऑल्सो. बट इट वॉज वेरी नाइस, एंड it just underlines the importance of resisting religious power in political circles even more,
That's
because
true.
it's bad not only for atheists, it's bad for people, religious people also.
Yeah, and honestly, you know what? While this was going on, I was in Shimla, right? Like this whole attack thing was going on. I spent my Christmas in Shimla, and on Mall Road in Shimla, I swear this is one of the reasons why I think 2025 was good for me. That one day, which is I went there, and there were like random artists, Himachali artists and Punjabi artists who were singing from stage, right? There was a bunch of people in front of the stage who were decently dancing, not like rowdily dancing. And there is a church right in front of them, and in the background there is also a Hanuman Murti on top. Okay, so, and this was organized by the Municipal Corporation of Shimla. I was going around with my partner, and I was just looking around, and I swear for years I have not seen so many happy people, just organically happy people in the same place. Like people were smiling, people were like very happy. Just the songs वगैरह छोड़ दो, मतलब like it was, some people were enjoying it, some people were like not, some people were eating something on the mall road or whatever. But I think, you know, I miss that India, and I got a glimpse of it recently. So it's not completely dead, you know, it's not. And I saw it with my own eyes, and it felt so good. Vimo, I cannot describe it, but I think I did describe it.
No, it's good. It's good to have the something nice happening in December.
Yeah.
to end the video.
Also,
The
mainly
entire video has been
mainly लोग कचरा नहीं कर रहे थे वहाँ पे.
yeah.
Yeah.
वो तो खैर हिल स्टेशन है, there are some standards for locals as well as tourists, but also I suppose there will be more of an involvement with Christmas there, because you know hill station Britishers रहे हैं, legacy है,
Yeah.
so there must be institutional sort of plugging in into the Christmas spirit also.
Yeah, and also because Himachal Pradesh is not run by Bhajpa.
Yeah.
That's also one more reason. Sorry, just two more special mentions in December. Indigo
Bonus round.
Airlines, Indigo Airlines ka crisis. And
Fortunately, a crisis in which no one died, which is more than we can say about all the other shit.
yeah, again, I don't know if there were any people who died because of medical emergencies because the
Maybe.
flights were
I
cancelled.
don't think that was in the news though.
I don't think it was in the
I
news.
think all I heard in the news was inconvenience. किसी की शादी छूट गई, किसी का कोई अपने छुट्टियों में घर नहीं जा सका, किसी की मीटिंग कैंसिल हो गई, वही सब.
किसी ने कोई वेकेशन पे जा रहा था तो उनका ये पैकेज कैंसिल हो गया, लाइक उनको इंटरनेशनल फ्लाइट लेना था. दोज आर द स्टोरीज दैट वी सॉ. बैगेज लॉस्ट, दैट वाज अनदर वन. And the third incident that happened is the gig worker strike. I think that was also very significant because I think there were gig worker strikes before, but this time it was intense on 25th and 1st especially. I think we ended the year with that.
A good end to the year.
Yeah.
See, one of the things is I hate that my measure of what is good news or bad news has now become कोई मरा था क्या. अगर कोई नहीं मरा था, even if people are hurt or imprisoned, etc., I put it in a at least not good news folder, okay news folder.
Okay
Because
news
it's
folder.
such a sad, shitty situation that my baseline for normality has become people dying. or
That's
not dying.
true. Wow,
I
that's
hate that.
that's a terrible thing. Yeah.
Like gig worker strike.
हाँ,
sure.
gig worker strike पे
Okay,
ही पूछ रहा
okay
था.
news.
What did you think about it overall, and then we'll end the episode with this.
I honestly didn't pick up much about it because I was completely off during December. Like personal life को attend कर रहा था, and I think obviously it's a good thing. And most of what I know about it comes from my your conversation with Buffalo.
Yeah, that's what. So I wanted to ask you about that only. So like whatever information you got, what do you think? Like I mean, in 2026, is there any hope for?
I think we should resist any attempt to define gig work as providing employment.
Okay.
Because when you do that, you open the gates for pakode wala bhi job hai.
Right.
Right? there are so many people who have to do multiple jobs to make ends meet. But technically, you will put them in a folder of employed. Being employed is no longer enough.
Yeah.
It's no longer enough to to say oh employed है मतलब उसके पास काफी है नहीं है. एक एक कमरे में 10-20 लोग रह रहे हैं शहरों में जो एक गिग वर्क किसी काम को कर रहे हैं साथ ही साथ अपने एजुकेशन के लिए थोड़ा बहुत पे करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं एंड इवन दैट इज बिकमिंग मोर एंड मोर एक्सपेंसिव बिकॉज अपेरेंटली तुम लोग को गवर्नमेंट यूनिवर्सिटी से फंडिंग हटा के जियो यूनिवर्सिटी खोलनी है जो आज तक नहीं खुली.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
I hear you. I have already given my thoughts in the Buffalo Intellectual ka ye, so I will not add to that.
yeah, please watch that. It's a great episode. Please watch it
Yeah. Please do. It is on my channel. I will leave a link below.
and buy Buffalo Intellectual's book also.
Yes, I have it here. Meet the Savarnas. I
Meet the
met him
Savarnas.
recently. I was like, why not? Meet the Savarnas. It's a very good book. Please, if you are interested. It is like a slap on the face for Savarnas, but it is very
It's a
well
good-
argued slap. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Any special bonus events that you want to end with, or have we covered everything?
ऑनेस्टली मुझे मतलब मैं इवेंट तो याद कर लूंगा मुझे याद नहीं कब हुआ था इस साल हुआ था पिछले साल हुआ था इट हैज ऑल मैश्ड इनटू वन बिग बॉल ऑफ मिजरी इनसाइड माय हेड
Yeah.
सो आई थिंक यू डिड अ गुड जॉब ऑफ कवरिंग मोस्ट ऑफ इट.
I think I have, but in case we haven't, please leave it in the comments below if there was any event you thought was important and we didn't cover it. I mean, there will be many, I'm sure.
Although if Medusa was here she might have mentioned Zubindas passing away.
Yes, of course, Zubinda's passing away was one more important event, which was very important, yeah. And she did mention it in part
Last
one.
week last time we spoke about it.
Some might say that Hiren Joshi's departure might be a very important event, which we
Yeah,
didn't.
but वो तो corridors of power वाला चीज है.
Yeah.
It's in the OK folder in my head because it doesn't involve death.
Arnab's about turn, U-turn, as they call
not
it.
a turn.
It's not a
It's
U-turn.
not a turn. वो opportunism कर रहा है क्योंकि उसको ज्यादा पैसे चाहिए. The man has no, never mind. The man has no honor.
Any predictions for 2026 before we close?
My prediction मैं AI के बारे में जो बोला था, there is going to be greater disillusionment about it. Some companies are going to dubofy. The AI bubble is going to burst, and that is going to create a recession in America. That is going to have a ripple effect all over the world, including here.
Interesting.
And that might actually end up cementing these guys' position even more because when bad things happen, whoever is in power, if they are canny enough to somehow manipulate it to make it look like it was Rahul Gandhi's fault, they might be able to do so given the intelligence levels in our country. Who knows? Sam Altman राहुल गांधी का एजेंट है कोई बोल देगा
Yeah.
लोग मान भी लेंगे क्या फर्क पड़ता है सब वैसे भी राम भरोसे चल रहा है.
Yeah. I have a few predictions also. One is, I think United Nations died when Israel bombed Palestine. I think NATO is going to die this year. Definitely, because Trump is going to invade all sorts of countries, and he's now a conquistador, as they call it. Like he's like a modern day king, where he's going to conquer territories like old kings, and nobody's going to do anything about it. And I can write it down right now, but statement पेल देंगे सब लोग,
Do you
and
think he's
nobody
going to
will
invade
stop
India?
him. Huh?
Do you think he's going to invade India?
Who knows? Eventually, he will be like, हाँ ये भी कर ही लेते हैं. By the way, like
I think उससे पहले मोदी कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज वगैरह कर लेगा ये लो हमारे लैंड ले लो टेरिटरीज ले लो चाइना को तो
already कर ही रहा है ना. I think we will buy the Venezuelan oil. That is what the compromise is going to be. I think we are going to increase our buying from America, whatever they have to sell. Honestly, I don't even know that. But जो भी है. The second prediction, which I think is more important for us, is 2026 is here. Our delimitation freeze is over. The number of seats in Lok Sabha were frozen till this year, and this year officially it has ended. So now the BJP will reconfigure the Lok Sabha and they will start with doing the census. And yesterday there was a notice that came that the census is going to become in April. It is going to happen in 3 months, and then by the end of this year, my guess is that they will have a formula on how many seats to increase in Lok Sabha, which means North is going to get more power based on the population, South is going to get less power. UP elections will come, and I think 2027 is going to be one nation, one election year. I continue to say this. Whether I am right or wrong, we will only see. But So far I have been right. So far, like I was saying that in 2026, when the delimitation ends, that is when the notice will come कि census होने वाला है, because this is the census that they will use to do the Lok Sabha में tinkering. So this is going to be a very interesting year for us politically. Lots of wild shit going on because phase 2 of SIR is going to happen. Bunch of states, and there are a bunch of elections also coming. So yeah, those are my predictions. Okay, so we will end this episode, Vimo, with
Yeah.
this. Yes, thank you so much for watching. That was our 2025 recap, and thank you, Vimo, and thank you, Medusa, for also doing this. I will see you in the next one. Bye
When you,
bye.
when you when you publish this video, give it the title "Things You Should Not Forget in 2026."
That's exactly what I was going for, and
Yeah.
that is exactly the title you are seeing. So thanks. See you in 2026. मतलब अभी आ गए. Please subscribe. Please do the things. Bye.